I've got my goodies right here. I recently rediscovered my childhood favorite snacks, and I never had drugs, but I feel like this might just be it. I got this pack yesterday. Hi, welcome to another fashion video. I haven't done one in ages. It might even been a year. And the reason is that I got a job, a 9 to 5. And there's nothing inspiring about 9 to 5. Don't let the corporate Instagram girlies trick you. I was at probably the lowest point of my life. I genuinely felt like I died a bit inside and outside. I was just unhappy. So now I am jobless, but happier than ever. And right now I'm doing something I really like, which is doing YouTube videos. So my name's Mira and I'm back on YouTube, hopefully for a long time. I know I'm very inconsistent, but I quit my job to do this for now. So like and subscribe please, so I don't have to go back to work. We're back with another this year's favorite. The last time I did this was 2 years ago now. And honestly, I love doing yearly favorites video because since 2-3 years ago, I've decided to reinvent my wardrobe and spending habits and only invest in pieces that I love. And this really made me reflect whether I made the right choices this year. Don't get me wrong, I still make a lot of dumb purchases. For example, I've really fell into the Pop Mart hole this year. That's another topic for another time. And to be honest, 90% of 2 years ago's favorites are still in my this year's favorites, but I also feel like now that I've adulted, the occasion I go are a lot more different. I also change with what I need to wear and what I need to have in a wardrobe. Start with top. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this 2 years ago and I just said I would have mentioned them, but this one I really deserve a shout out. I would want to be buried with this if it's not polyester. That's just not good for the environment. It's this corset from RUMI. I got it on Vinted for still quite a lot. I think originally it retails for £200, which is insane, but it really snatched me, okay? And as someone who's too old to deal with a hangover, I don't really go out that often anymore, and I feel like I just need like one piece that really just make me feel good every time I go out that can be worn with everything, and this one's the piece. There might be a bit of bias coming to this piece. It's this top I designed for my own brand that you can check out. I've started my own brand recently and this is the first top I've designed. I was inspired by Dare print the moment it came back into trend, and I really like the details that I designed. The faux fur and the velvet, I feel like balanced the top out so well. I sound like I'm just doing advertisement. I'm not. I genuinely wear this piece so often because when I design clothes, I always have it in mind that there are just days I don't feel comfortable wearing like a very skimpy little top. I'm either too bloated or I don't want to shave. And this why the only part that's tight on you is really the underbust. If you're bloated, it covers it. If you don't want to shave, there's sleeve. Also, a lot of my wardrobe are really one tone color, very neutral. So I feel like having something with a bit of pattern really balance it out. And then we have this, let me find a way to hold it, shirt. Like I said, my favorite physical attribute is my waist and my brain though. And that's something I learned when I really invested in my wardrobe, which is to find clothes that like emphasize something I really like about myself. And this have a 2 ties around the waist that make you really like snatch the waist. The shirt gives a very kind of professional vibe. If you want to go to like a nice speakeasy or like a bar, I feel like this is the top to wear with like a skirt and a little boot. I feel like it's inspired a lot by Yohji Yamato. The archive Margiela men are gonna hate me for mispronouncing his name. And someone who doesn't have many formal classy, this is like my one to go top. And we have bottoms. There's only 2 new bottoms that I added this year. First is this fake Susan Musa skirt. I got this and like redone it myself, and then as I was doing it I realized this is not real. I've been scammed on Vinted. An original skirt actually come very sheer, like butt out, and that's not really the vibe I want to go for. And I also don't think I can do that in Hong Kong. I actually think I'll get arrested. Like people joke about that, but I'm not joking. But it is a beautiful skirt. The low waist and the really wide flow makes it really comfortable. You know, in summer and sweaty and you wear something tight and your thighs shave, I really don't enjoy that. Again, it's some pattern to add to my very otherwise boring and neutral wardrobe. I love to wear this in the summer with boots and a little black top. Just a bit more dressed up, I go for this skirt. I actually saw a girl wearing this on the street. She was wearing gray leggings, a little loafer, and a cardigan, and I feel that would be so cute for autumn. I've yet to wear this for autumn just because I don't know why. Sometimes you just don't reach for it. If you know me in real life, you know I'm a trousers girl. I prefer to have more simple neutral top and like nice cool big trousers, and I found these trousers and have worn them so much. I think I've worn them like 90% of the time since I go out. It's to a point that I feel like I have to pay the shop again for how much I'm wearing them. They are these double waistbanded long wide leg trousers. They fit me perfectly low-waisted. I saw this originally from a influencer and turns out it's like a small Chinese brand, so obviously I had to get it. Jokes, there's actually nothing you have to get. It comes with this double waistband and I think it's really nice if you want to do like two belt situation. I'm not that cool yet, I haven't done that, but just add a bit of something to like a very boring black trousers. But it's super wide legged. It just gives you that very swag. Like every time I wear this, I know I'm the coolest kid on the block. Dude, if I was wearing this as a man, the girls I'd pull with this. And then my favorite category, dress. I've got 3 dresses here and they are all my children. Let's go by length because I can't pick my favorite. The first one is this dress from Garni. I actually have a very fun story. Well, now that I say I feel it had to be fun, it's not that fun. But I saw this dress in Garni in Amsterdam and the sales girl was wearing it. She was super cute and pretty in it. But at that point, I didn't want to try it on because it is quite expensive and I also feel like she was pretty, so I can't tell if it's the dress or her. But after I left Amsterdam, I can't stop thinking about it all the way to Milan. I forgot where it was from, so I walked into Marni and I described the dress and Marni's employee just couldn't find the dress. Halfway into the shop and bothering like 10 people around, I realized I'm in the wrong shop. At the end, when we went back to Germany, my boyfriend ordered them for me and it's been my favorite dress ever since. Even though it's a short dress, it's long enough that it covers your butt, which I find very important when it comes to short dresses because I don't want to be out and constantly worrying if I'm flashing people. I just think it's so unique, the design. It's have that very baby doll cute-ish look that I really like. I feel like my wardrobe's really diverse. Someday I look like a 13-year-old boy, someday I look like a 21-year-old wannabe princess. It's a very statement piece. Against those clothes, I call it like an easy clothes. I don't need to shave, I could be bloated and I could still wear this out. I usually just pair this with the black boots and I'm like on the go. I can't wait to be wearing her for years to come. And then we have another great thrift, technically secondhand find if you're very in other words. It's this fancy club dress that I'm sure you've seen all over the internet. I showed this in my haul last time. Technically by number of time I haven't worn this out as much. Like clearly you can't wear this to the grocery, or you could, but you know what I mean. I think by percentage of time I could wear it, I've been wearing this a lot. I was in Bali for 4 nights and 2 out of 4 nights I reached out for this dress because it do me so well. Again, it snatch you everywhere that need to be snatched. Every time I wear this, a girl come up to me and compliment me. I'm not even exaggerating, that's just how nice it makes me look. I wore this to like a fashion show, I wore this to a boat. So usually flowers like this, you need to cut a round fabric and cost a lot of fabric. A lot of fast fashion brands actually can't do it this big. Retails for around £200, but I got this for £50. I'm just scrolling on Vinted, ignoring my exam. Even though I've seen it a lot on social media, I've yet to see someone wearing this in real life, which I'm glad because I do find it a bit awkward when you wear the same thing as someone else. And the last and longest is this silk dress from Realization Par. I need to work on how I hold my clothes to make them look actually wearable. It's this bias cut silk dress. I've talked about this before, but bias cut is the way to cut silk diagonally so it flows on your body very beautifully. I just love the color. Even though it's very colorful, it's still got like a more muted tone, so I feel like it's not too out of my style. And again, it's one of those statement pieces that I feel like the moment you wear it, people are like, she got it. I always plan my outfit according to the city, and I feel like the best part with this dress is the print make it very city as well. I can definitely wear this with like a leather jacket. I could also wear with slippers and go on the beach. And then we have outerwear. So this year I spent a lot of time in Hong Kong where it doesn't really get cold, so the jackets I'm about to show are all more thin. If you want to see more thick outerwear, you can check my video from 2 years ago. That's literally the same coat I still have now. I don't own any other coat. So first, I don't know how I feel about this jacket. Okay, hear me out. When I first came out, I was a bit like people are just capitalizing off Chinese culture. But just so happened that I was in Chongqing recently, check my blog, and my boyfriend really wanted it, of course, as a white man, to, you know, spice up his image. And I just happened to try it, and it does fit me well. And I don't actually own a lot of hoodies that I bought myself. Every hoodie I own are either stolen or gifted, just because I never find the ones that fit right. This is actually the first hoodie I've bought myself. The high neck does give you a very like put together look. It is inspired by Zhongshan. It is a very nice blue and the fabric kind of mimicked that of suede. Right now it's actually very accessible if you're in China, so if you know any Chinese friend, you can ask them to bring it for you. You can only buy this if you have at least one Chinese friend that you know the birthday of. Otherwise, maybe you should not jump on the trend. Especially I feel like this is a very trendy piece. It's definitely hyped up right now. So if you want to buy this piece, definitely think. Personally, I'm Chinese, so I can wear this anytime. I can even wear this on Chinese New Year. And then we have this denim jacket. It's like an oversized straight down denim jacket that I actually bought like 2-3 years ago now, but only recently I've been wearing this a lot. Like I said, it's not really cold here, so I'm looking for something that I could just wear over that kind of block the wind but not too warm. So as long as I'm not wearing jeans, this is usually my go-to jacket. I think I do really like masculine silhouette when it comes to outerwear. It got like oversized boxy shoulder and a very straight down. Even though it's like long, it doesn't like drown me. I bought this in those like cool selected shop, and the girl who worked there, who was so sweet, just kept telling me like how good I look in it. Honestly, I did not have £100 to spare at the time, and when I first bought it, I was deeply ashamed at how easily persuaded I am. But now it's my favorite jacket, so you know what, character development, I guess. Not really, learn to say no. I also feel like with denim jacket or any denim, when you first buy it, it's very stiff and you need like a year to really wear them in. But now that it's like softened up, I think it's the perfect fit. The last jacket is surprisingly an oversized blazer. So I always love the look of having like male blazer over your very dainty feminine dress. I think again, I really like masculine silhouettes when it comes to outerwear, and I found the perfect one. It's massive. Look how wide the shoulder is. I throw this over any dinner dress that I have on. I feel like the thing with like looking put together in winter is like a nice coat, right? But I can't wear that in Hong Kong. I'll literally sweat everything away, and that is not put together. I wore it recently for dinner and I just didn't even want to take it off because I just feel so cool wearing it. And then we have my second favorite category, which is bags and jewelry. So I actually don't own a lot of jewelry. I never find jewelry that really feels like my vibe other than like 2-3 pieces, and they're all my most worn this year. I'm just gonna show you them quickly. My nails are really growing out, I know, just try to ignore them. So first is this teddy bear ring from Youmu. I really like this brand. They have such fun jewelry pieces. I got this for my birthday and I think I've been wearing it every single time I go out since, even though I don't wear silver, but I feel like the white kind of balance out the silver. The pearl is almost iridescent and has like a purple hue to it. On the side there's got 4 layers. The bottom layer is connected to the ring, and the way the gem is cut is very reflective. And also from Youmu is these teddy bear earrings. They're just more of my everyday earrings. They're very well made, like for something this small. And the back is 925 silver, so if you're like allergic to cheap jewelry, this might be a good idea. The only issue is I thought they would be a little bit bigger. They're tiny. They do have a huge one that I'm considering of getting, but I don't know if that's like too much. And they're more of a everyday when I don't want to think about jewelry. I just put them on and it's really tiny, dainty, but it's really cute. Another ring is this one from Jamais Vu. I have no talent in speaking French. I already mess up with English, so I'm not even gonna try. But it's this watch ring. I've showed most of these in my previous haul. Again, worn this ever since I've got this almost every single day. I feel like it's very heavy weighted, and you can tell even by the look of it that it's very good quality. So when I wear outfit that I want to look a bit bougier, I always reach for this ring. Whereas this one is definitely more playful and fun, and it's actually a functioning watch. Not that I can't read watch time, but I do lag a bit when I read them, and I feel like that basically means you can't read them, but it's okay because we're at a digital age, right? And the last is the set that I got from India. Dude, I'm in my culture era. I had these jhumkas that I got on my India trip, which you guys really loved the vlog. I was really shocked by that. When I first uploaded, I was getting like no views. Anyways, these jhumkas are my favorite now. I wear them for like more fancy events. Every time I wear this, I just feel very elegant. There's no better word to describe it. And I always match it with this choker. I feel like there's a name for it, but I'm just not cultured. And I usually don't wear chokers because I don't like my face shape. Somehow with the way this hangs around my neck, it really complements my face. And again, not to mention the details are beautiful. Like, look at that, dude. Now with bags, the first is my diesel bag. There's still stuff in it because I like used it this morning. Got my scope hanger here. To be honest, the first few months of having this, I didn't really reach out for it just because I feel it's very heavy. All my bags are very dainty and small and I just wasn't used to it until I found out how much you can fit in this. It's the perfect vacation bag. Like, other than the fact that it's very cool, I really like the metal detailing, and when you wear stuff, it really adds a lot to your outfit. I've also gotten a lot of compliments on this bag. I love when you wear like a tiny little thin top but you have this like heavy armor by your side. And I am very attracted towards denim bag. Like, the recent bags I really want are all denim. Obviously I'm not gonna get another denim bag again. I didn't really reach out for this the first few months of having it, mainly because I had nowhere to go. It's another of those pieces that I wear out a lot for the occasion it's suitable for, so I wear this out basically every nice dinner. I really do love a round hobo bag. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. The only issue is it doesn't actually look like this, and what I mean is that it's very flat because it's leather and you really need to shape it. Right now I've stuffed a lot of like useless, unused bra underwear in it to make it look round. It is very small, but surprisingly it fits my camera. Not that I expected to. Clearly I didn't buy this for practical reasons. If I did, that would have been really stupid. And I just love the gold. I'm also very gravitated towards metallic bags just because my outfits are more dull, and I feel like with luxury bags I want to buy bags that are not easy to replicate, and the way this leather is sewn, the fake bags just can't do it as well, so I really appreciate the craftsmanship. And we have shoes. I'm on the ground because the thought of holding my shoes over my bed is actually disgusting. I don't know how people like walk around in their shoes. Anyways, let's start with something fun. They're these brown cowboy western boots. I've had these boots for 3 years now, 4 years. Well, technically my sister had them for 3 years, and this year she left for uni and she also left with the boots, which is honestly just so gross that she would leave with her own clothes without thinking what I need. So I actually have to buy my own. They are the perfect going out boots. I like that it's not like a classic cowboy boots. I feel like that's like overdone at this point. I have like grown straight men complimenting my boots, which was interesting because I really thought that they were just gonna like murder me when they come up that close to me, but they were complimenting my boots. They also have like a hidden heel, so it definitely adds some height to you, and I love being the tallest when I go out. This way the chance of men approaching you is a lot lower. I wore these boots and walked all around Chongqing, which is a mountain city, for like up and down the hill, and I was like perfectly fine. And we have another plain brown boots. This one's actually my sister's. Didn't have the luggage space to bring it, so it's mine now. It doesn't fit me technically. It's a 38, I'm a 36. For the love of the game, I still wear it out so often. It's actual real leather. Sometimes I find that with like really cheap leather, it really ruins your whole outfit. The reason I love boots is because I feel like the weather here, it never gets cold enough that you wear like full-on winter gear, and sometimes I still want to wear like tiny clothes when I go on night out. Then a boot is like a perfect way to keep you warm. Also, these boots have thicker heel, which I find very easy to walk in. I would love to be a heel girly when I go outside, but I am not. And when I do wear heels, I get in a bad mood because my feet are in pain. Last but not least, these Onitsuka Tiger trainers. I don't even know if I want to show them to the camera. They're like so dirty. Most worn everyday sneaker. I don't even think I own other sneaker. They are beat up. When I bought them, I love that they're silver. I think it's the leather or like the paint or whatever. It makes it a lot easier to crease. Now I get why those like sneakerhead dudes are like so dramatic. They're creasing. And I think with like other materials it would crease a lot less. I've been loving flat sole sneakers, and the truth is a lot of those just aren't comfortable. But this one, it's like designed to apparently like go with the shape of your feet. Like there's a little bump in the middle to like fit the curve of your feet. The only issue is they're breaking. I definitely need a new pair. Not right now, but the moment they like wear out, I will be searching for a new pair. I just don't know if I will go with silver again, even though I really like them. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm definitely back on my grind on YouTube, so subscribe and like if you want to see more of me. I do a lot of vlog, but I'm definitely thinking of doing more fashion videos. I always appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys next time.